Yo, this is for the youngsters out there. So basically, I wanted to share a video. It's gonna be 2 minutes or less. I'm gonna try to accomplish that. So get right into it. For the youngsters, anybody that's 30 years or less, basically, think ahead. Think 5 miles the road, 30 days down the alley, whatever, however you want to say it. But basically, think ahead of what can go wrong, and what actions you're doing right now. And so many people lose their life. So many people die before their time because they're just thinking of the moment right now, and they're not thinking of the consequences of what's gonna happen if you get high and jump into an empty pool, or if you try to jump off a roof with an umbrella, or this or that. The youth does so many things for the thrill of it, you know, and they don't think about they can die. No, yeah, that's somewhere in the back of their head, like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Life doesn't owe you anything. Life will take your life just like that, like boom. Like I'm telling you, like I've seen it so many times. So if you make the wrong mistake, if you make the wrong error, your life could end. You're not here to stay permanently. My life could end. Anybody's life can end. Let's get that straight. But the rule of thumb here is, as you get older, you will learn this. Some people will take my advice, and other people will cast it away and say, "Nah, I'm gonna do it my way." Fine, do it your way. But for the smart people that listen to other people's advice, that been there and done that, there's a piece of advice. I've already said it. Think ahead. So you're here and now, when you're doing whatever you're doing, and think ahead. The youth don't do this, but adults do this. You know, people that are older, that are experienced, they do this. They think about everything that can go wrong, and they buy a spare part of that thing. Just when they know inevitably this thing is gonna wear out one day, I'm gonna buy a spare. You know, they think about other, and it's not just when you buy something. It's more so like a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, even about your finances, about your, and anything that can go wrong, right? So you don't want to live in la la land and just be like, oh snap, I just lost my job, I don't got no income, what am I gonna do now? Like, think now while you have a job what you're gonna do, and start thinking about it. That's the first thing. Just think and start to formulate a plan, so you ain't just sucker punched by life one day and talk about, I just went to 3 minutes and I told you it was gonna be 2 minutes. But listen, advice takes time. But basically, I'm looking out for your well-being. I'm looking out for you. So if you truly think about your life choices, it can save your life. And I'll end with this. Too many people, the youth I mean, are living for other people. So your friend is hyping you up so that you could do something, and they're wilding out, and then sometimes there's a group of people telling you to do something that you know can cost you your life, or it can cost you your freedom. You can go to jail or whatever it is, like that, right? We do all kinds of stupid things when we're young. We race on the streets. We do things that it gathers up an audience, and in the end, you get some giggles out of it. But sometimes you end up in the hospital. Sometimes you end up dead, and sometimes you end up in jail. I would just advise you and let you know this: as you get older, you're gonna figure out there's no friends in this world. You're gonna figure that out for yourself. Right now you think that your buddies are your buddies, but you're gonna figure out that your buddies will bail on you on the snap of a finger if you get into hot water. You're gonna figure that out. You're gonna figure out also that sometimes they talk behind your back, and also they're not everything that they present themselves as. People always present themselves as polished to the other person, but in reality, that person might be your enemy. I want you to evaluate life. I want you to be a student and start to open up your eyes just a little bit, and start to look at the fruit and not so much their words. So many people do this. But what are they doing to bless you? What are they doing to be there for you? That speaks louder than any of this. Oh, I was busy. Oh, I was at home. Oh, I was this. I was that. Okay, that's fine. But is it repetitive? Is there a pattern? Is it always like that? Are they never there for you? Or are they only there for you when you're having a good time, when you're partying, when you have money? Right? Look at that and you will see with your own eyes that what I'm saying is true. Friends, I'm telling you, they exist, but they're more rare than any priceless jewel out there under the earth. You have to, they don't come like, they're not around every corner. Really, I'm telling you the God honest truth. I will not tell you a lie, because this channel is all about helping you. I suffered a great deal in my life because I put a lot of my eggs in people's basket. I trusted people and I confided in them, and I was let down, disappointed, rejected. I was abandoned. I was left to die in some cases. And little by little, I gained enough knowledge and wisdom and understanding all these years later to make a video like this for the youth, because primarily they're the people that are falling for this gimmick. So, moral of the story is, think ahead. Don't just think about right now. If you're doing drugs and alcohol, that's where I come from. I plead with your soul. I plead with you. I plead with you. I plead with you. It destroys your life in ways that you cannot fathom. More ways that you cannot even understand. I promise you. Drugs and alcohol is the worst thing that this world has ever created for somebody. Okay? It destroys you. It gives you a little bit of pleasure and it takes your soul. Gives you a little bit of pleasure and it makes you do things you thought that you would never ever do. So shameful, so guilty, condemnable things. Oh, I would never do that. I'm telling you guys, drugs and alcohol is the worst. The worst is the devil, like straight up. And I speak from experience. So just letting you know, guys, keep this up here without garbage. Try not to watch garbage. Try not to listen to garbage, because the more you fill this up here, I know I said 2 minutes, I'm sorry, but the more you fill this up here full of you know, this trend of tattoos on your face and all kinds of demeaning ways to talk to people and doing stupid stuff to get attention and all kinds of stuff. The very first thing that you need to know is that if you're not on God's side, you're on the devil's side. And there is two sides and there's no third side. You're either for God or for the devil. That's something that you need to know. God is about things that are good. The devil is about things that are bad. Make that perfectly clear for you. Okay? And yes, you will be judged. I will be judged. Everybody's gonna get judged. So hell and heaven are on the line there. That's number one, okay? But there's so many consequences here on earth that come from doing a bad life. You feel shame, guilt, condemnation. Your conscience condemns you. You find yourself in hell the day of tomorrow. You find yourself in jail, prison. You find yourself getting stabbed or wounded, gunshots or this or that. I've been shot. I know the game, guys. So understand that the person that is talking to you comes from this place. Understand that I know everything there is to know about the darkness. But I'm speaking to you from a place of light, from a place of security and safety and help, because I care. So I'm trying to feed you the right way in a world that is going the wrong way. I hope this helps you.